A very good morning to all my BBA finalist students of marketing specialization. Now, as you requested for the revision of Unit 1, that is marketing communication models, you want a revision video for all the marketing communication models. So here I am presenting the revision video of all the marketing communication models based on the discussion we had on Google Meet. Based on the discussion we had on Google Meet, so let us begin with the video. The first one is marketing communication model. What does marketing communication model mean? Now, marketing communication are developed on various studies that explain how communication work in marketing a product. Okay. So when you market a product, what is marketing a product? Means selling of product, making people aware of the product, and what do you say, motivating people to purchase the product. That is the part of marketing. So how do you make the product available in the market is the first thing. Second thing, how do you make the people aware that there is a product available in the market? Through communication. If you don't tell the people, if you don't inform the people, if you don't let the people to know about the product, how will be they able to catch the product? Okay, so that is the whole entire scenario of marketing communication, which plays a part in marketing. Communication which plays an essential part in marketing. Now, they act as an important tool in understanding how communication work in real life marketing situation and developing a communication strategy. Now, marketing communication models are based on the studies, means it is a real life experience, real life studies that makes a person, a marketer or a producer of the goods to communicate with the ultimate potential customers, to communicate with the ultimate potential customers. That is known as the part of communication which plays in the marketing part, the importance of communication which is available for the part of marketing. Now let us understand, suppose I have a product. So when I display my product, I let my product in the market, I have to communicate with my customers or a group of customers to make my product sell. If I don't say that, if it is a manufacturer, if it is a wholesaler or it is a retailer, they have to communicate with other person to let people know about the product. That is the first thing. Second thing, they have to motivate and capture the minds of the potential customers to make the sales of the product. So there are two different parts, and also marketing and advertisements are closely related. So communication plays a part in marketing as well as advertising. So marketing communication models are nothing but there are various studies that explain how communication helps in marketing a product, how communication can develop a relationship between a brand and a customer, a company and a customer, and how communication can play an important tool for the products, for the sale of the products, for the sustainability of the product, for the development of new products. That is all about it is a real life study that all this what do you say, all this study have already took place, these examples, this concept have already been studied, and you are going to study how different models of communication help a customer, a company to make or to achieve certain goals. A customer's achievement is that in his budget of money, in his particular amount of money, how he can get a maximum satisfaction. For a company is to increase sale, and second thing is to satisfy the customers. So this is all about the marketing communication model. Now, first we studied about AIDA model. What is AIDA model? Now, it is one of the oldest and the most popular model of marketing communication. This model was proposed by St. Elmo Lewis in 1990 for personal selling. Now, personal selling is one of the forms of advertising. Personal selling is one of the forms of advertisement. We can say as that advertisement and personal selling are a part of promotion mix. That is, personal selling and advertising are a part of promotion mix. The AIDA model is the one class model of acharial effect of the model, acharial model of which implies customers move. Now, if we can see in management, there is a HRL level of different things. HRL means top level, middle level, and lower level of management. Here also, customers goes through a HRL step or HRL effect. Means from the knowing the product to the purchase of product, there are number of various steps that a customers goes through. So that steps are known as HRL steps or HRL effect of a product. So AIDA model is one of the oldest and most popular in today's industries. Also follow AIDA model to achieve their particular marketing goals, to achieve their particular objectives of the company. So let us study what are the HRL steps and the HRL effect of this AIDA model. The first one is awareness. How do we make the buyers aware of our product or services? The phase where the company directly address to the customers. Now, first one, awareness. My product is available in the market. How will I make the people aware of my product? Obviously, through communication, to letting people know that there is a product which is existing in the market. So that is the first stage of HRL effect or the AIDA model, first stage of AIDA model. This page where the company directly addressed to the customers. Directly addressed to the customers means the product we are launching are for this target group of customers. The product we are launching are from this target group of customers or particular customers. So that is direct addressing. Now, awareness is not only the products which are new in the market, but also the existing product after some years. Existing product after some years, suppose 5 years, 10 years, 15 years. So existing products also after few years, they just mix up in the market and they get lost in the market. So bringing that product again into life is also the part of awareness which is played in the part of AIDA model. The second one is interest. How to gain interest, how to gain their interest, that is customer interest. This phase tells the product about the features and the qualities, why the product is useful to the customers. Obviously, there has to be some purpose for the buying. So interest is something which is created to the customers. Interest is something which is created customers. Suppose a customer, a potential customers need to know what are the features and characteristics and qualities of the product. What are the basic features, qualities, and the what do we say? Features, qualities, attributes of the product. So the customer will able to know that these are the qualities of the product and it is wanted by me or not. It is wanted by me or not. The customer will be able to know for the particular product. Next, we come to the part of desire. What is desire? What makes the product or service desirable? Desirable means desire of wanting the product or service to satisfy the needs and wants. Now, satisfaction is one thing which a customer needs to pay for. Satisfaction is the one thing which a customer needs to pay for. So similarly or simply, the customers and the potential customers should be first made aware of the product. Second is to let them know the attribute, the features of the product. Then only there have to be has a desire of the product. When we don't know about the product, when we don't know the characteristics of the product, the features of the product, we won't have a desire to purchase a product. So before the desired part, there has to be awareness of the product. Second, interest had to be created in the minds of the customers by letting them know the features, the attributes, the quality of the products. So desire of wanting. I may not have that product in my home, or that product does not belong to me, but it gives me various benefits. So I'll have a desire to purchase the product. So last one is action. Here the customer final purchase takes place. A customer is willing to purchase the product. So lastly, the stage comes to the action. So what is the action part? Where a customer decides and make a purchase of the product, make a purchase or buys the product. That is, we say as the action part. So we came across 4 stages, that is awareness, interest, desire, action. That is the full form of AIDA: awareness, interest, desire, action. So these are the actuarial step or the actuarial effect which a customer goes through before purchasing a product or before purchase of a product. Next is heightened appreciation model. Now this model can be divided into 2 parts: before campaigning and after campaigning, before advertising strategy and after advertising strategy. So before, the people may not be aware of the product, the people may be not desiring or willing to buy the product, but after campaigning or advertising strategy, the people are willing to buy the product, and the what do you say, the sale of the product is increased. These are the 2 things we come across in heightened appreciation model. The heightened appreciation model helps a marketer to arrive at an advertising strategy. The model suggests that an intended attribute of the product categorized should be identified, and advertised should convey the link between the brand and the particular product. Now, firstly, understand what is attribute. Attribute is nothing but features and characteristics of the product. So it should have a link between the product attribute and the brand of the product. What is the brand of the product? To which brand it belongs to. To which brand it belongs to. Suppose we take mobile phones. So Nokia has a separate brand, Samsung has a separate brand, OnePlus is a separate brand. So there are different brands of the products. So similarly, it should create a link between, advertisement should convey the link between the brand and a particular attribute and the benefits provided from it. If you take the product of this brand having this attribute, you may get the benefits of this much. That is the campaigning or advertising strategy if a person follows heightened appreciation model. It is all based upon the attribute or features or characteristics of the product and the brand. Let us take an example. Previously, toothpaste were only close up was available, Colgate was available in ancient India. But Hindustan Liver Unilever Limited came up with 2 products. That is, first one is Pepsodent and second one is Close Up. Pepsodent aimed at the customers of children as their customers, which helps them to strengthen the teeth, the attribute of the product. Second, it came up with Close Up, which is for youngsters for the freshness all day long. So these were the 2 attributes. So indirectly or directly, these advertising script lifted up the toothpaste level of India, and today Pepsodent and Colgate, or you can say Close Up, are the leading toothpaste selling companies or leading toothpaste selling brands of India. This is the example of heightened appreciation model. The what do you say? The company following the heightened appreciation model. Advertising campaign based on heightened appreciation model are said to be successful. Of result is increased usage and positive image of the company. Usage, increased usage means increase of purchase of the product and positive image of the company. Obviously, if you produce quality goods and you produce what do you say, the products having a higher attribute to the customers, then the usage of the product and positive image of the brand also increases. So this is all about the heightened appreciation model, which aims at the advertising strategy and advertising campaign to promote the attribute of the product regarding the brand of the product, to promote the attribute of the product which increases the sale according to the brand of the product. This is all about heightened appreciation model. Coming next, that is Dajmar model. What is Dajmar model? Full form of Dajmar is defining advertisement goals for measured advertising results. It is a marketing tool to compute the result of advertising campaign. The Dajmar model attempts to guide the customers to 3A. So there are various stages where our customers goes through. It is similar to the AIDA model. A customers goes through before making a purchase. First is awareness. Awareness is nothing but making the customer aware of the product, which product is available, which product is there in the market, what and when the product is launched, the already existing product, the new products, etc. So that is the part of awareness which is played in the in the Dajmar model. Second is comprehension. Comprehension is nothing but it is similar to the interest in the AIDA model, that is letting the people know about the features, characteristics and attributes of the product. Features, characteristics and attribute of the products, that is comprehension. Last is conviction. What is conviction? Making convince the people to buy the product. Purchase, making convince the people to buy the product. It is done through either advertising or marketing strategies. Last one is action. So the final purchase is made by the customers, that comes to the part of action. So awareness, comprehension, conviction and action. CACCA model, which is related to the Dajmar model. Dajmar full form is defining advertising goal for measured advertising results. So the Dajmar model is also based on the customer's purchase order or the HRL effect of the customers. Coming to the next model, that is Lynch and Strainer model. HRE of the effect model is a model which tells the advertiser to make an advertisement in the way that a customer goes through in the 6 stages. Now, before the purchase of the product, the customer goes through 6 stages. What are the 6 stages? First is awareness. When a customer comes to know about the product, that is called as awareness. So how does the awareness help? By communication. When a retailer, a manufacturer, a producer makes the people aware of the product, that we can say as awareness. Second is knowledge about the attribute, the features, the usage of the product, the attribute, the features, the usage and other things of the product. Third one is liking. Liking means develop a favorable side of the product. Develop a favorable side of the product is called as liking of the product. The next one is preference. What is preference? If you have developed a liking for the product, then you should have preferred that product over other products. Prefer that product over other products. Next one is conviction. What is conviction? Conviction is converting people or influencing people for making a purchase. Pushing the people or the customers for making a purchase. Pushing the people or customers for making a purchase is called as conviction. Last stage is purchase. Purchase is where a customer comes to make a purchase, where a customer comes for making a purchase. So this is the Strainer, Lynch and Strainer model. So it is the HRLFL of the model which tells the advertiser for the advertising in 6 different ways. First is awareness, where the customer comes to know about the product, already existing product or a new product. Knowledge, what are the features, attributes of the product, what is the usage of the product is known by knowledge. The third one is liking. What is the liking? Means developing a favorable side of the product. Next one is preference. Preference means the preferring that product over other product. Conviction means pushing one step ahead for the making a purchase, that is convincing the customers. And last one is purchase, making a purchase for the customers. Make the customer make a final action, that is through purchase. So I told you about AIDA model, that is awareness, interest, desire, action. Lynch and heightened appreciation model, which is based on the attribute and the brand of the company, to let people know the attribute and the brand features of the product and the brand. Then we came around the Dajmar model, which have CACCA, that is awareness, comprehension, conviction, and action. There are 4 stages. Then we come to the last stage, that is Lynch and Strainer model, which have 6 stages: awareness, knowledge, liking, preference, conviction, and purchase. So there are 6 stages. So this is all about the first part of your marketing communication model. As per your request, I made this video. We'll continue with the next 3 models. There are total 7 models I taught you. Next 3 models in the next upcoming class or upcoming video. Thank you one and all.